the first free agent signing of the offseason already happened. Vinny Nittoli, I think he's played in the big leagues before, but he was with the Mets this year in AAA, and his contract expired, and he signed with the Brewers before the series. And so, of course, he's not eligible to play for the Brewers. He won't be in the dugout or anything. There's no chance for him to do that. But he'll be in camp next year, and it's kind of an interesting dynamic because they're playing each other in the postseason right before he signed. I didn't even really know that you could sign this early and have your contract expire right now and then sign. But Vinny Nittoli just did, and he joined the opposite side, or as the young people say, he joined the ops.
I'll take your word on that. You think the Brewers are getting any inside information on the Mets from him?
That would actually be hilarious.
I mean,
I
feel like
that had to have crossed their minds, though.
It has to have crossed their minds. I don't know. I didn't do any research before. I don't know what kind of impact he had on the big league club this year, how long he was up. But I mean, if I'm the Brewers, I feel like it's got to be, at least like you said, it's got to be on their mind. I don't know what you do if you're in that spot as a player. Like, your allegiance was to the Mets, but now you just signed with the Brewers. So in a lot of ways, you're a Brewer now. And so do you share any information about the Mets? I don't know. I could see that being something. It just shows you that the front office never sleeps, because the Brewers are entering the biggest series of the year this year, and they're signing a guy to get an invite to spring training. So they never sleep there in terms of developing the roster. But did he have much of an impact, do you know, this year for the Mets at all?
He didn't actually pitch in the majors for the Mets this year. He pitched a few innings for them last year in the majors. He pitched in the majors this year with Oakland and Baltimore, and then he spent 23 innings. That was an Oakland system. He just a few innings with the Mets in AAA this year. So but obviously you're familiar with the team, you're familiar with the guys. Maybe less so than someone who was in the majors this year. But even last year, I mean, most of the roster is the same. So you would think that maybe it would help, but I don't think it's going to swing the series. I don't think Vinny Nittoli is the new X factor for the series. But it's just a funny dynamic where I doubt that something like this has ever happened, where somebody signs like as the series is starting. Again, won't have an impact on the series on the field, but and probably won't really impact it off the field. But just a funny dynamic. We've seen guys get traded and have their two opponents, the two teams they played for during the regular season, play against each other, but we've never seen it, to my knowledge, where something like this happens.